Welcome back to Oregon Realtors Advocacy Minute Series. I'm your 2022 President, Jeff Wyron. This year, we're heading into a short legislative session commencing on February 1st and scheduled to end on March 7th. That's a maximum of 35 days for legislators to conduct business. In 2010, Oregon voters approved more time for legislators to make budget adjustments and some minor tweaks to existing policy by approving annual sessions. In more recent years, the short session has exploded to include major policy debates on new legislation, seeing hundreds of bills introduced for just 35 days of working time. This year's short session will include more of the like: budget adjustments, tweaks to existing policy, and the introduction of new policies. Realtors will be there for all of it. Similar to 2021's long legislative session, which ran for 160 days from January to June, this year's session will be hybrid. Legislative committees will meet virtually and floor sessions will remain in person. At the moment, the Capitol building is scheduled to be open to the public. Masks are still required and social distancing is requested, and legislative leadership has directed members of the Assembly not to conduct in-person meetings. Now that's great and all, but how does Oregon Realtors make decisions on policy during session, you might ask? Great question. Oregon Realtors has a committee of over 20 realtor volunteers from across the state and political spectrum who meet prior to, throughout, and during the session. The Government Affairs Key Committee, or GAKC as we refer to it, is arguably the busiest OR committee during this time. The GAKC is guided by the official legislative policies of the association, which are updated and approved by the entire board of directors every 2 years. Before session, the GAKC receives a full bill list of every bill that would have a potential impact on our members, the real estate industry, and many times our clients as well. By a robust discussion, the GAKC sets our association's positions and prioritizes these bills. Throughout session, the committee will continue to vet legislation, often changing position or prioritization as bills gain or lose traction, are amended, pass, or die. Advocacy staff then carries out the directives of the committee within the Capitol, meeting with legislators on both sides of the aisle, stakeholders, and our various coalition partners to hammer out industry-related legislative concepts. Needless to say, we here at Oregon Realtors are excited to advocate on your behalf again this year. We'll be back with more details on bills we are watching for session in February. Thank you for being an Oregon Realtors member.